Let's get to work.
We are back. Never fails. Waking up at night on Europa. Let's turn some lights on. Welcome in, everybody. We are back with episode number 10 of Stationeers. Love this view. I really do. Yes. As you can see, we have walls. We ended up finishing up our base or the interior of our base last episode. As you can see, we got windows, we got walls. Oh, cool. I like that shadow. Look at that. We got a goatee. Nice. I love the way these shadows things pop our heads out like that. Yeah. So last episode, we got a lot built. We got this fully oxygenated. We got it vacuumed, or while off stream, I ended up going through and getting it atmosphered. We got our as you see here, we got our water cooler installed both upstairs and down here. Coast came over and helped me fix this up. We still got to do the door, but that's coming. Not going to do it this episode. Might do it next episode. Not sure. We're at a nice crisp 19. Well, the AC says 20, but we're at 19 degrees. We got to get plants in here because we still have a lot of O2 or CO2 in here, and we're doing nitrogen now. We're outputting our nitrogen from where we've been flying around. So we got to get all that filtered out. Haven't done that yet, but I think the filters are going to go downstairs. Oh, it just died. Thank you. So we're not gonna do it today, but we got to get we got to get plants set up, installed in here. But today we're going to be working on something different. On Twitch over the weekend, or over, it was actually Friday now, we ended up in building a advanced furnace array. We're going to call this the Super Smelter. Let's go outside here. And yeah, so we got that done on Friday and got it all wired up, and I think that's what we're going to work on today. It's kind of dark out here. Let me it's going to be hard to see the trader, but we got the trader. We worked on Thursday. We worked on building the trader. Bjorn, where is Bjorn? Oh, look at that. Oh, let's turn the lights off. Said that they've been doing work. Let's see here. Move that over here. Oh. Ooh, I will. We were gonna move. Yeah, we gotta move this. This isn't gonna work because the landers, or the planes, they come in, and when they come in, they will end up taking some of this stuff out. Hey, man, how's it going? I like the lights. Yeah, these things are gonna have to be moved, unfortunately, so the plane doesn't take them out. But this is ideally what the thing's gonna look like. We got all this built on Thursday, and then we gotta move it because the planes take them out. So let me jump into voice with Bjorn, and that way I can tell him what's going on, because yeah, this has got to be moved. We will be RB, and we're back. The sun has come up, the moon has gone down. So yeah, we cleaned up a little bit. I've cleared up some things with Bjorn. You see, I've been doing a little bit of trading. Let's close this off. We ended up moving our pathway over from what used to be here. Now it comes down this way. We're going to end up expanding that out. We might actually move this on the other side so we can go into the mountain versus go out of the mountain, because we're right on the edge there. So kind of thinking we move it over here, and yeah, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, that would look so much better. So much better. We'll get some sheets here. Or I say sheets. We'll if we need some more flooring, we'll go get some more flooring. Build this up a little bit. I don't know. We're good. Look at that. So we'll go. What we'll do is we'll expand into the mountain here. This will go through. Let me show you what we did down here. We're gonna put some lights and stuff in here. I think it'll look pretty cool. We're gonna expand this out. This is gonna be wider. So this floor here is gonna come in one, and it's gonna run parallel in here. So we're gonna open this up. We're gonna open that up. That goes to Kosa's base down here. So we've got this. Here is CK's base. He's eventually going to tie into here somewhere. Down at the other end of the tunnel, we have Bjorn's base. And kind of talking with him, I love this double wide idea here. And that's going to come up. We're going to have lights on both sides. Looks pretty cool. Comes all the way down and ties right into his base nicely. We still have spawn over there. I did move that back out a little bit. So we have spawn that comes down. Just got to dig it out. That was the old area for spawn. This is now the new-ish area. We got a lot done on stream on Thursday. If you want to check me out live, you can. We're over at twitch.tv/ballspta. We ended up building our trade hub, or started to build it, and then realized, as usual, I'm a block off. We needed to make it 2 wide, not 1 wide, and we built it 1 wide and realized, oh hey, it needs to be 2 wide. So now I get to go back through and move everything over by 1 block. All this here has to come down. Basically from here over has to come down by 1 block. But that's something that I'm going to be doing on stream. We're not going to be working on that today. But inside here, we're going to have all of our traders are going to have their own room. So we can be power efficient when you're in the room of the trader. What's going to happen is those are going to turn on, or not those. That's our battery array system. But when you're in here, this computer and this station will turn on, and then all the satellite dishes that are up there will turn on. And that way, when you're in here, you're able to trade. You're able to use the satellite dishes. When you walk out of here, all that'll shut off. This landing pad, the computer, the satellites. That way it's power efficient, because not only are we hooked into the trade station, the lights that are out there will also be hooked into this array system here. We have basically it's going to be 2 wide like this, but Kosa and I dug, and Kosai and CK dug this out, and that's just a visual glitch. I think it's one of the mods that I'm using for rendering, but we got them to where the 9x9s land. With moving this over, we just got to dig out a little bit more down here on this side, so that way it will land properly. We're going to move the upstairs over as well, so this trade hub can support 8 all 8, or I say 8, all 4 types of 5x5, 7x7, 6x6, 9x9, and then our smaller hubs or our smaller trade centers will then support the 3x3s. But all this whole thing will support that, and we have coverage all over the place. Let's turn this stuff off so we gain power back, because it's not efficient yet, but it will be. The coverage on the satellite dishes, I have them, as you can see, 102.40. This one over here is 153.60, 204.80, and then this is 255.90. And then they go down the other way. We kind of got the entire area covered. We don't have all of it covered, but we also have come up with a way, or I say come up with a way, we've talked about coming up with a way of choosing the what's it called? Choosing which satellite dish you're operating. If one is not an area, we're going to have a dial that's set number 1 to 6, or in this case 1 to 7 with the medium satellite downstairs. We could support 8 if we wanted to. I think we're going to do 2 mediums, and then or we might do a small, a medium, and then 6 like we have. But you're going to label these 1 to 6. You're going to turn a dial, and based on whatever one you're operating, you'll then be able to turn the other dial for vertical or horizontal angles. So that's that. Let's get back over here to our base area. Today, while the sun's up, what we're going to be working on is a design to fix our ingot or our ore issue. If you recall, when we set this up, we let it run, and I let it run for too long. So rather than sending these all through arc furnaces, which take god-awful amount of power and a long time, we've designed a way to instantly smelt stuff with advanced furnaces. Now this can also be used with regular furnaces as well, without the control. I did it with the control. So we're gonna basically set up our advanced furnaces like this. We're then going to put our advanced furnaces into a environment and pressurize it so that way they stay heated, and then you only have to ignite it one time, and it uses very little fuel. But that's the downfall to it, is that you have to use fuel. However, it's an instantaneous smelt. So we're basically going to have the lever open. All our ore is going to come into one of these 4. It's going to, not a round robin, but it's going to be a overflow system. I mean, we could do a round robin. We could go boom, 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 and then flip it back around and go boom, 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 boom again. I think that'll overfill it, but we got a lot of ore to work with. So, and then once it gets done, it will then output into another chute, and that other chute is going to then turn around and travel all the way back over here into our ingot array, and then this is where all of our ingots are going to be stored. So they're going to come back over here. They're going to tie into, can actually tie right into that red line. Ooh, that'll be good, because we'll tie our red line there, goes 2. Our black line comes, what is our black line? Our black line is our overflow. So if we have any overflow, it's going to then come back out, and that'll go back to our trader for trading purposes. But our inflow is going to be going to it. These are all going to hold our ingots, yada yada yada. We've come up with a way to instantly smelt. That's essentially what today we're working on. We are working on building our smelter array system that is super fast to handle all the ingots or all the ores that we came up with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building the process here. I'll get these auto furnaces set up, and I'll get to the stage of hooking the pipelines and stuff like that up. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, before we go any further, just wanted to clarify. This array system here that we're building can be built on any planet. It does not have to be a planet that has a certain style of atmosphere. It can be built on any planet whatsoever. Currently what I'm doing is I am in the process of making it to where I can hook a active vent. Let's go grab one, because we do need one. Here, fly, pick one up. Should have one. We do. Perfect. Put you there. Run some more cable down. Hopefully that time lapse wasn't too fast. Very simple design. Tie in this here. There we go. And then that we're gonna run across the top line here. And I already got this one set up in place. So let's finish this one up. We're gonna put our gas sensor at the other end. And gas sensor. Boom. Alright, I'm going to get this all wrapped up, get the rest of the lines run, and I'll show you in just a few minutes. Alright, we're just finishing up here. We are going to do this the easy way here. We need to go get some of our road flares. Because we've got gas, or I said gas, we've got pressure in there, what we're going to have to do is, number one, we're going to have to make sure that this has 100 kPa in here, and then it needs to be of room temperature. So, well, no, it just needs to have 100 kPa in there. Let me go gather the rest of the things that we need, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let's get this down. We need to... Let's just hook that there. Let's put our chip in to hold its place. I need to go get some power. Where can we pull power from? You look good. Right there. If you guys like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more awesome content like this, you know, hit that subscribe button. That's always helpful too. Appreciate it. Tie that in, tie that in. Alright, so let me show you the code. Code is rather simple. We are going to clear... Yep, we're going to clear that. We're done with that. Let's open up. This is called Auto Smelt Basic Ores Advanced Furnace. Yes, let's overwrite this. So, what this does is it grabs as many furnaces as you want. So, in this case, we only have 4. So, we're going to pull 5, 6, and 7 off. Right? That's the only thing that we have to change if we ever want to add more to this. Just copy this, change the number, move to the next line. Blah, blah, blah. But what this is doing is this has a... this sets all the furnaces on this network on and open. And then we have a load sensor. So this is the other gas sensor. This is that gas sensor down there. We gotta have to name that. And then that one is the vent. We gotta name those. And we gotta name our furnaces. Oh shoot. Let's pull that back up. Yes, overwrite. Confirm. So we've only got 4. Let's get rid of these. Confirm, and we're going to come all the way down here to this one. So furthest one first, regardless of which way you put it. And go Ep10. And we're just going to go Ep2, Ep3, so on and so forth. Ep4. Name that AV. Oops. AV for active vent, and GS for gas sensor. That's all we gotta do. Let's make sure that those are right. So AF and GSAV. Perfect. So one thing else that we want to do is we want to make sure that this is set on exhaust. Now if you want to turn around and do it via code, that needs to be set on, the mode needs to be 1. The gases, you can trap them. There's not going to be any gases in there. And let me clarify earlier about what I was talking about with the auto smelting and stuff. You want to only use this setup if you've done deep mining. Otherwise, you have to watch your gases. You have to watch the mixture in your gases. I try to keep it as clean as possible, so the only thing going in here is going to be my nitrous oxide, which will then turn into carbon dioxide and nitrogen. And then as that heats up, it'll, if it ever gets above 2 megapascals in this line here, or inside this room here, that's when that'll kick on. I don't necessarily need the gases from it, so I'm just venting them out into the world. But if you are using a mod like Elmotrix's atmospheric mod, that's a good way to capture hot gases. But essentially, this blue line hardly ever gets used unless I'll show you in the code here. A little bit easier if I show the code. So, what we're doing is we're gonna run through our stack, and then we're going to push this into every furnace, and it's gonna do it all at the same time, all in the same loop. We're gonna populate our furnace hash. We're gonna add a counter to 1. So we're gonna increment that by 1, and once it gets to 4, then it's gonna jump out. It's gonna jump out and jump back to initiative, and then recheck the pressure, make sure it's open, make sure it's on. What we can do is we can add, rather than this being on, we can make this follow a switch. So if I wanted to, I can program a switch in to say, hey, when this happens, then run everything else. This I think I might do. But once it gets into the loop, it checks for the, it runs which furnace it's on. We load the pressure of the furnaces, and we load the temperature of the furnaces. And if the pressure or the temperature ever get below 1,000 degrees, or 1,000 degree Kelvin, or below 1 MPa in the tank, it's going to jump to inject. So if it does not, if this is true, it's gonna, if it's less than that, it's gonna turn that to true, and it's gonna turn that to true. And if either of those two are true, it'll then turn this to true, which will allow us to jump into injection. Injection simply states that if the furnace, whatever the hash number is below either of those two, we're going to turn the input. So the input is this little dial down here. We're going to turn that on to allow gas to come in, and then turn it off when it gets above. So I'll come back over here. So then it turns this on, and then it jumps back to here. It'll run the rest of this code. And as long as the counter itself has not exceeded 4, it will then jump back through the loop and run that again. So then if either of these were true, they're now going to be false. So then it'll turn around and jump into the inject and turn that to 0 and jump back up here. And if this output, where it says output on, if this is ever above 2 MPa, so if the pressure inside the furnace is ever above 2 MPa, it needs to jump to output on and say, turn on the output pump of the furnace. So we just turn it to 10 and then jump back to output check. So, and rather than jumping back to the top of the loop, it's just going to jump back to the output check. That's going to run through again. It's going to get to here and say, okay, it's below 2000. We need to turn the setting output off. And then we add our count. And then if that count ever exceeds the number required, then it jumps down 2 lines to a niche, which will then come up here and run through all this portion again. Simple code. It's an automatic smelt, and you never have to worry about reagents going in unless the temperature level is down, but you handle all that at the beginning when you turn on everything. So I'm going to get the rest of this set up. I'm going to get gases over here, and I'll show you how everything else runs. I'm going to get my switch installed. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, and we are back. So we added a few lines of code to our thing here. We added a switch to follow the furnace, and we added a chute for being able to turn this off when the chute is closed. What that does, or when the switch is off, what that does is that allows us to stop the flow, because we're just going to leave these open. That allows us to stop this flow. Nothing can get through there. It'll just shut off right here. And then it also allows us a kill point to where if we have to move any of this around, we can. We turned it on, powered it on. That turns on our furnace array system. All of them should turn on. They do. Perfect. We'll get some gases over here in a few minutes. I just want to give you an update that we got all that turned on, and we are about to drop some easy heating. Let's do. We need to open that and pull that out. Alright, let's drop some flares in here and get it all sealed up, and I'll be back as soon as we get done. This is a good way to heat up gases, or heat up your atmosphere, if you didn't know. Let's go in here and print a tank. Do we have enough to print a tank? Hello, Ghost! I don't know if we have enough to print a tank. Let's see. Tank insulated copper, steel, and silicone. There's the silicone. Maybe? Maybe. No. There's our copper. Steel. Steel, steel, steel. You've only got electromagnet. Okay. Who's got all my steel? You do not. Do you have my steel? You have my steel. You're empty. Now you're empty. And you've got the steel. Perfect. Alright, let's, we don't need a lot, so we're just going to create one tank to put over there. Maybe we do a valve as well. A turbo pump, maybe? Yeah, we can do a turbo pump. Turbo pump should work. Here's a turbo pump. Oh, we got 4 of them. Nice. Let's go back over here, and I keep running the long way around. Once we get this all gassed up, we'll then get this hooked up to our furnace array. So let's pull out some more of these. Back just a little bit further, so it gives us some room to walk around. Okay, is that center there? There we go, that'll work. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to tie these two lines together. like this. And then for the time being, let's get up here and yeah, we said that we were going to redo this. We haven't redone that yet. So let's take a quick jump, guys. I'm going to get this this fuel line here set up and squared away, and I'll show you when I get back. All right, so we got our pipe ran over from our trader here. I did some things up there. I'll show you when I get up there. We are just about ready to start calling or trading gas to where we can get some gas over there. So this one here, if we ever have anything left inside this gives us the ability to just degas it, whether it's a liquid or not. Because we have our liquid drain over here, but if it ever gets too cold, then we can turn around and just drain it over here if it's a gas state. So that's our clean. That right there is our clean valve. This is if we need gases over in that region, and this will be for our advanced furnaces over there. So we got that hooked up. Let's go trade some gases, shall we? Let's do... Oh, no, we don't need to... Actually, we just need to turn you on. Give me 2 of those. And then we will export you here. Let's take a look here. Is it working? See, I don't understand why it's negative 17. Or excuse me, how it dropped to 0.2. I mean, we're losing. So that means that somewhere, I wonder if the bottom of this is not insulated. Let's probably what it is. The bottom of that's not insulated. So let's insulate it, shall we? Come on. There we go. Okay, plastic. Now we're going to need gas. Now the interior portion of that's already insulated because that's in my base. Oh, maybe it's not either. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's the portion of the base. Alright, so we need glass. That should be better. No, we're still losing pressure. Or losing temperature. How are we losing temperature? Huh. Maybe... No, that's wrapped up tight too. Yeah. Huh. You know what? Yeah, that's wrapped up. Yeah. Yeah, that's inside. No, that's not inside my base, is it? I mean, let's pull this off and take a look, shall we? Yeah. That's what I thought. It's inside my base. So, I don't know why we are losing temperature. Shouldn't be. All this is insulated. Well, we're almost done emptying this out, so that's okay. It's okay. 8 degrees. It's fine. I wonder if the top isn't insulated. That could be it. Alright, so let's buy 2 of your nitrous now. Oh, we don't want those. We want 2 of those. Sure. Yeah. It's okay. We will now, let's go over and check out on our gas over here. Cool. So once that gets back up to once everything transfers from up there to down here, we'll have a 50-50 mix. We'll be able to pump it right into that line. I need to put a valve here to be a manual valve. Almost done here. That seemed to move a lot faster than the other one, didn't it? About 15 moles left. So we're done with the trader for now. Well, I guess we're not done with the trader. We got to leave the trader on, don't we? Yeah, we gotta leave our trader on. All right, well, once that gets done, I'll be back. And we are back. Oh boy, we got a lot done. I said that I was only going to do just a little bit over here, and we ended up putting our check valve in, getting all of our fuel. Let me open that back up here. Getting all our fuel down here. So we're using a pure nitrous oxide mix for our fuel. That's going to burn very little. You can probably see it here. We got our line set up for our auto furnace. So what is going on is we're coming from here all the way over here. So this is where all of our ores are going to come through. This is where we get our sorter array. We had to put some more silos down, and then Coast came over and helped us out setting up our furnaces. Now, these up top ones, I'm going to program those a little bit differently, but this just shows what we've got in it, and then how we can pull them out and stuff with the handles or whatever. But we're going to get, he's over here to watch this blow up, he says. So I'm gonna hook this line up so we can get some gas going. And that should have started our gas line. We're getting gas into the network. There we go. All right, so now we're going to, there's one step that we've got to do before we can do anything. And that is we have to program the code to activate. So we're going to go SB furnace VATE 1. Confirm export. Now this will ignite it. And then we pull it back out and go to edit, and we can get rid of this line. Confirm export. Put it back, and you'll notice now all of our fuel is ignited. So this will stay at a constant. Let me show you what it does in here. Come in here, and you'll notice that it's pretty hot in this room, or this furnace is pretty hot, right? Cool. Now let's pull out our other one so you can kind of see what's going on here. Swap our battery out here. And get rid of that and go to here. So you'll notice that that's our pressure and our temperature inside that thing. And it should read both at setting input at 10 because our, where's it at? Our pressure is, why is that setting at 0 or at 10? It should be jumping out. Let's see here. Yeah. To jump into here. Okay, so let's go through it manually. You should be able to, well, what we'll do is we'll reprogram it really fast and go edits. And we're gonna grab this line here, copy, come up here, go SB furnace. Let's get rid of this. And take this down to 0. Confirm export, pull that out, push that in, pull that out, and then go edit, and we'll get rid of that. Confirm, export. So now they should all read 0. Yep, perfect. So all of them are going to read, all of them now read 0, which is what we want. That's good. So now what we do is we come over here and let's turn on our, open our lines here. All of that's going out. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's not going to tell us what's in it, but you will see. Where's the one? It goes in and out. If you look at export count, there. Oh, let's open. There we go. There we go. Here it comes. You know what we should do? There we go. It's starting to back up now. So yeah, what this is going to do is this is going to filter through. That's our cobalt. That's our coal and iron, or copper, or sorry, uranium, and that gets sent over up through this line, which gets sent over to here. Why are we outputting down here? That's a good question. Oh, it helps if I turn everything on here, huh? Derp-a-derp. So now it should stop spitting things out down here, because that's the overflow system. Did we set all these to 50? Yeah, these are all set to 50 for our batch for when we start our thing. $50 and $50, yeah. So why are we getting silicone out here? Oh, and we got lead out there. Oh, I know why. There's another mistake that I made. Let's go through and turn our silos on. Oh, I gotta do it this way. Let's go over here and kill our thing. Let's hit that button. And yeah, so once we get these turned on, it'll all be working. So with that said, I think we're gonna wrap it up here for the day, guys. We're gonna shower ourselves in all kinds of fun stuff here. This looks like a lot of mess I gotta clean up. This is gonna be fun. Guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. or today. I appreciate it. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll catch you in the next one. Later, everybody.